Hi, so this is our game, Trench Chef. I'll be doing a short gameplay video of the game and showing some of the key features and mechanics. So let's get started. So we've got an options button here, which shows you the basic controls of the game. An exit button, obviously, and then play. And we'll go straight into the first stage. So.
Oh, new cook, huh? So was the last chaps. Keep your wits about you. The boys' stories affect those who hear them. Here they come. Keep the moral eye, my boy.
So that was the commander, giving you an introduction to the game, telling that you are a brand new chef in the trenches. Here is one of the key characters here, so you come up to him, press E. Hey chef, I need some food to go, please. Name's Harris, by the way. Just scouting out the line before the next attack, so I have no time to sit and chat. Thanks. And then after he's finished his dialogue, he will ask for a meal. Over here is a cookbook, where if you press F, it will pause the game, and it will give you the basic content, such as controls, basic rules, and soldiers. So in controls, it tells you the controls of what to do. So you've got move around, talk, pick up / interact. You've got chop and open with C, restock for R, and pause with P. Basic rules, basically telling you how the game works. Feeding soldiers is the primary objective. And the soldiers, the different type of soldiers which will come up to the counter, and they each have different difficulties, meaning what kind of meals they will ask for. More complex meals, the harder they get. So if we press F again, it goes off. So we have a pause menu also. Again, showing you the basic controls if you ever forget, and then click resume. Okay, so these soldiers, one wants to cook meat. So here is a canned beef. We hold C near the can opener, and it opens the can. We get some raw meat, and we put it on this oven over here. We drop it on, and it starts cooking. The other guy wants a potato, so we can leave that meat to cook. Give that to him, and he walks off. Can't leave the meat on for too long, otherwise it burns, so pick it up, give it to the soldier. This guy wants a vegetable soup, so to make a vegetable soup, as you can see in the top left, we chop a potato. This guy wants a bread ration, so we will quickly give him a bread ration. We chop a potato. We also chop a carrot. Put them together. Put it above the stew pot. And it makes a vegetable soup. And he is one happy soldier. This guy also wants a cooked meat. So we open the can. Put it on the oven. And we wait for that to cook. There's also a bunker button here, which closes the roof. But we will not need that until the next stage. The later stages. Once given it to 4 soldiers, we complete the level. We can either replay the level, or we can go to the next one. So you can see there's a different layout. There's a different layout for each stage. And the commander will not always come to you at each stage. But one of the key characters, the scout, will. And he will give you different dialogue. Got a few new updates on the enemy. In-place guns, some artillery behind their back lines, and something else. I mean, the commander always made it sound like they were monsters, but I guess I'll know more soon. Anyway, some more food to go, please. Thanks. So, we're basically learning what the scout's been seeing above the trenches, and we get to know more about him and what he thinks about the whole war in general. And that story will slowly develop over the stages. So again, this is pretty simple. We still got the cookbook here. We're just serving the soldiers. And each soldier, they have a random meal request. So every time you play each stage, every meal they ask for will be different, as it is completely randomized. And we give this guy the last meal. And we complete the level once again. So on to stage 3 now. Again, a different layout.
Well done, gents, for the push yesterday. We've got the crowd on the run now. They'll fight all the harder to take back our gains, so eat up while you can and be ready.
So the commander is encouraging us a little there, telling us well done for giving the soldiers meals. The scout here again. We got behind enemy lines last night, stole every letter we could get to. Most were just letters to family back home, but the commander said to destroy them. They're not the letters of monsters. They're so much like our own. It just doesn't seem right. I'm not sure what to do yet, but let's just keep this between us. The usual, please. So, the scout, he got behind enemy lines. He's finding some letters for home. And he's realizing maybe the soldiers aren't as bad as we think they are. That meat is gonna burn. Ah, see, I was too slow. The meat burns a bit too quickly, and you can see that it turns into ash there. And now my meals are kind of building up here, so I've got to act a bit fast. Biscuit there. So what they ask for will stay above their head, so you don't have to remember what they asked for. As we received that in the feedback, people kept forgetting what soldiers were asking for. So that stays above their head until you give them the actual meal. I may run out of time here, as this guy wants to cook meat and a vegetable soup, which can take a bit, but I'll see if I can do it in time. The potato is quite far away. I saw that the chopped carrot fell behind the chopping counter there. So if I drop that, there we go. If you do fail, you will get a level failed screen, and you will have no choice but to replay the level. But luckily, I made it in time there. So stage 4 is a bit different again. It introduces moving obstacles, and it introduces enemy artillery, which will randomly activate during the stage. And from stage 4 onwards, we will have enemy artillery trying to hit us, and we will have to bunker down to try and not get ourselves killed. Hey Chef, I sent the letters. I thought it was the only humane thing to do. After seeing them behind lines, they're just like us, scared young men fighting for king and country. What else could I do? The commander doesn't know yet, but if she does, I'm in massive trouble. So let's keep this secret between us, yeah? Thanks. More food to go, please. So the scout thought of sending the letters because he thought it was the humane thing to do, but he may regret his actions later. So at the moment, I am preemptively cutting veg just in case someone asks for vegetable soup. Oh, and we hear the siren go off. We can see a flashing red light here, meaning we should close the roof. The bomb drops, and we are safe. If we do not close the roof in time, the bomb will hit us, and we will have to restart the level. Luckily, I was given fairly easy recipes here, and that is the end of stage 4. Stage 5 will also introduce artillery as well, and the layout will be different again. It also introduces working ovens, so the ovens will temporarily turn on and off, so you will have to switch between ovens if you're cooking meat. Chef, I should have burned the letters. The things I saw last night. No man could countenance the use of gas. It's barbaric. Alright, Chef. I need some food to go, and make it quick. This may be my last meal. because I've got some hunting to do. So the scout has found out last night that the enemy are thinking of using gas to draw us out, and obviously that's a very unhumane thing. And so the scout wants his vengeance, and he wants to do some hunting, as he says. Okay, so I've got to wait for this platform to move so I can quickly open it. Hopefully I can get back out in time. And stick that on the oven. And we've got to move quick now. Got to close the door. The oven's turned off also, so I've got to switch. We can close that roof. Can I make that meat in time? Yes. Okay. So it starts getting a bit busy. You get a bit more busier. Moving between ovens, shutting the roof door, still serving meals. Gets a bit more chaotic. And that's stage 5 complete, and now we move on to stage 6. So, this is the final stage. We can see that
Ravens, keep an ear for the alarms. They'll keep you alive. One more push, lads, and it's over.
the commander gives us one final push, and we can see that there's a massive hole in the middle, and we have these moving planks which we have to move between to get to certain equipment. We also have the temporary working oven, and if that stops working, because we only have one oven, we use this frying pan here, which actually cooks meat a bit quicker. But if you have two meals asking for meat, you'll have to switch between the two. So this guy wants a biscuit. When you fall down this hole, I'll give an example. You have a 3-second delay where you will respawn, so it essentially wastes time. And there goes the siren. So we gotta quickly close the roof just in time. So everything starts happening a bit quicker now. I gotta cross this bridge here and open the cooked meat. And I'm going to quickly put that on the oven as it turns off. So I've got to use the frying pan now. And as you can see, it takes a bit quicker to cook the meat, but also a lot quicker to burn. And then I will quickly grab this biscuit here for the final meal. Pushes me at the back of the trench, and there we go. And that is our game, Trench Chef. I hope you enjoyed it. There's a few bugs still, of course. Obviously, this ain't the most polished game in the world, but we think it's a pretty fun game to just mess around and play in. And hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you.